Hey guys, this is reteaching of week 8 cooldown. So for the first question, it says what could be added to each expression to make it a perfect square? So remember we learned how for something to be a perfect square, you take this middle term and take half. So half of 12x is 6x. That coefficient is 6. And then you square it. So 6 squared is 36. So I could add 36 to that expression to make it a perfect square. For the second problem, again, what would we be able to add to make it a perfect square? So for this one, if I take half of negative 6x, that's negative 3x. That coefficient is negative 3. And if I square it, negative 3 squared, or negative 3 times negative 3, is a positive 9. So I need to figure out how to make this positive 1 add up to a positive 9. So I would actually have to add 8 to that to make that a positive 9. Okay, so for question number 2, it says, given the equation 2x squared minus 7x minus 15 equals 0, what are the values of a, b, and c? So remember, in standard form, it's ax squared plus bx plus c. So the coefficient of my x squared term is my a, so that would be 2. My coefficient of my x term is negative 7. Don't forget your sign. So that would be my b, is negative 7. And then the constant is my c, the number at the end. Again, don't forget the sign. That's a negative 15. Okay, and then the last question says, here's a worked problem using the quadratic formula to solve the quadratic equation. To solve a quadratic equation, what is the equation that is being solved? So I can tell just by looking at what numbers have been plugged into the formula, I can tell what my a, b, and c would be. So remember, the quadratic formula is negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared. So it looks like my b is actually 9. So if I go down and look at my middle terms here, I have a b of 6, a b of 6, a b of negative 9, and a b of 9. So it looks like it's going to be this one. Let's just double check with our a and our c. So b squared minus 4a, looks like a should be 6. Yep. C. And c is negative 15. Yep, sure enough. So that would be the last one. Okay, don't forget to answer the getting to know you question and to check that you completed the cool down. Your access code for your redo for this week is formula. FORMULA. Formula.